All right, guys, good afternoon. My name is Miss Camila. Today we are going to do our learning class. This is a reviewing class. This is our class at number 3. Today we are going to talk about these different topics. We are going to talk about introduction to simple present. We are going to talk about the forms, affirmative and negative form. We are going to talk about them, the difference between them. We are going to talk about the why questions, and we are going to make yes and no questions for the why questions or why words. Okay. Then we are going to talk about prepositions of time as in, on, and at. And we are also going to talk about the article the, right? Let's go. So, introduction to simple present. When you use a present simple, you are using a routine, as I told you before. It's something that you always do every day, every month, or every year. Or even it's something that you never do. Okay? We're going to see the difference between to be and verbs for simple present. To be, for positive, we have subject. Then we use a verb to be. Am, is, are. We know we use am for I, is for he, she, it, and are for we, you, they. Then we use a predicate or complement. All right. For negative, we use the same thing. We use subject pronoun, verb to be. We are using not, and then we use a complement. Okay, not is the auxiliary that makes the sentence negative. And finally, we are going to see interrogative. Interrogative is just the same thing as affirmative. But what is the difference? The difference between affirmative and interrogative is that we use first the verb to be. Am, is, are. We use verb to be first. Then we use a subject pronoun, then complement, and of course, the question mark. Okay? What is the difference between to be and verbs? For verbs, we use subject, then we use verb, then we use object or complement. All right? For negative, we use subject pronoun, then we use don't for I, you, we, they. And doesn't, we use it for he, she, it. Then we use the verb and we use complement. Okay? For question or for interrogative form, we use do or does. We know we use do for I, you, we, they, and we use does for he, she, it. Then we use subject pronoun, then we use verb plus complement, and of course, we do not forget about the question mark. Okay? Let's go to, well, we just saw the difference between to be and verbs. So that is the difference between to be and verbs. We just saw for affirmative, negative, and question form. We are going to see some examples and what do we use it for? Okay. Give me 1 second. Someone is, oh, okay. All right. So what do we use it for? We use it for express, well, to be, present simple as to be. We use it for express general truth, for habits, as I told you at the beginning of the lesson, for future timetables, for future after when and until, for permanent situations, for newspapers headlines, for with non-progressive, whenever we're telling stories, and for giving directions and instructions. Okay, we're going to see some examples of these, of what do we use it for. So for express the general through, for example, the sun rises in the east. For avids, I play badminton every Tuesday. Future timetables, or train leaves at 9 a.m. Future after when and until. Or train, sorry, I won't go until it stops raining, right? We see right here, we're using the until, okay? Permanent situations, he works in a bank. For newspapers headlines, men enter space. With non-progressive, I believe that you are innocent. When telling stories, suddenly the window opens and a masked man enters. That is the beginning of a story. And for giving directions and instructions. First of all, you break the egg and whisk with sugar, right? Awesome. Let's keep talking about why questions and yes and no questions for these questions, okay? Let's see the why questions. These are open questions. That is a difference. For with why words as why, what, where, who, when, whose, how. With the why words, the why questions are open questions, and yes and no questions are closed questions. What is the difference? We're going to see some examples. For why questions, these are open questions, of course. Let's see. What's your name? What you are going to respond. My name is Camila. Why are you angry? I am angry because where is Paul? Paul is in the park. Who is Jane? Jane is my cousin. When does the bus leave? The bus leave at 7 a.m. Whose dog it is? Is it? The dog is Maria's. How much does it cost? It cost $25. Okay, so these are open questions. You have to have an answer to respond this. What is the difference between the yes and no questions? These are closed questions. Do you like sport cars? These are yes and no questions. You have to answer with yes or no. That's it. That's why it's a closed question. Do you like sport cars? Yes, I do. Oh, no, I don't. Do you know Peter? No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Are you angry? No, I am not. Oh, yes, I am. Is your brother's name John? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it isn't. You see, you respond yes and no. That's why it's a closed question. That is a difference between open questions, right? These are the why words. I want you to keep these words and practice, all right? We have what, that means que, where, donde, when, cuando, why, por qué, how, cómo, whom, quién, whose, de quién, which, cuál. Let's keep talking about prepositions of time as in, on, and at. Let's talk about in first. What do we use in for? We use in for months, seasons, years, decades, centuries, long periods, and parts of the day. Okay? For months, we have an example in April. Let's see. Seasons, in the summer, in the spring. For years, in 1990 or in 2025. Decades, in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 60s. Centuries, in the 20th century, in the 21st century. okay? Long periods in the ice age, in the present, in the past, in the future, right? Parts of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Let's see. We do not say in the night. Let's see. Sorry, we say in the night. At night is the wrong one. We do not say at morning, at afternoon, at evening, at night. We said in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the night. All right, that is a difference. Okay, we do not use at. Let's go with on. We use on for days, dates, part of a specific day. Days on Tuesday, on Saturday, on my birthday. That is a day, the date of my birthday. On Christmas Day, el día de Navidad. On Halloween, okay? Dates on 15th June, on 20th May, on our anniversary, part of a specific day. On Monday morning, we're talking about in a specific time of the day. On Friday evening, on Saturday night, on Sunday afternoon. Let's go with at. That is the last one. At, we use it for time of the day, meal times, holidays, and expressions. We use time of day. We are going to see some examples at 4 o'clock, at 10:30 or 10:30, at noon, at midnight. Mealtime, at lunchtime, at dinner time, brunch time, at breakfast time, okay? Holidays, at Christmas, at Easter, at the weekend, at Halloween, right? New Year's. Expressions, at present, at the moment, at night. Let's see. Expressions. We are saying at night because we are talking about an expression. We are not talking about a part of the day. That is a difference, okay? Let's see the mistakes. Next, okay? We are going to see the wrong one. We do not say, call me at the next weekend. What do we say? Call me next weekend. That's it. We do not say, I met her on the last Friday. No, I met her last Friday. That's fine. Okay. Let's go with the next one. Article the. We are going to talk about just a little bit about article an, the, and no article. We're going to talk about a little bit of this, and then we're going to focus on article the. An. We use an when mentioning STH or SB for the first time of talking about STH in general. A man was standing outside my house. We use an in front of a vowel or a vowel-like sound. An apple, an hour. So we use, what is the difference between a and an? A, we use it whenever we have a consonant. A pencil, a telephone. What do we use an for? We use it, let's say we use the n to separate two vowels. We cannot have two vowels together, all right? Or vowel-like sound. For example, an apple, an hour, okay? No article with words bed, church, school, prison, university, when they are used for the primary purpose. For example, Michael is in bed. See, We do not say Michael is in a bed or is in the bed. Michael is in bed. That's it. My children go to school every day. My friend is sick and is in hospital. We're not saying my friend is sick and is in the hospital. Okay? No, my friend is sick and is in hospital. That's it. Okay? With more abstract expressions to add, see, in, out, of work. For example, he is at work. She is out of town. All right? Let's see the article there. When mentioning SCH or SB for the second time or talking about SCH specific, the man was dressed in a black coat. The man. We are talking about subject pronoun, the man. The man. Beginning of a sentence. With church, school, university, hospital, if people are not normally there, let's see. Sorry. I went to the school to attend a parent-teacher meeting. Okay. How to use these articles? The article there is a definite definite article. An is an indefinite article. The definite article points to a specific or particular nouns. Look, I flew the kite. This sentence refers to a particular kite. The kids helped me fly it. Refers to a specific kit. Okay? The definite article is also used in the second mention of a noun. Let's see. Lily loves her cat an orange kite. When the cat tore the kite, she got mad and cried. The definite article is used to refer to the same cat and kite mentioned in the first sentence. Okay. The is used with non-count nouns. Ideas, qualifiers, things that can be counted. Sorry, let's see. He stole the money from me. Refers to a particular money. He stole money from me. We are not talking, we're using a non-specific money, no article needed because it's a non-specific money. But here is a specific or particular money, right? Let's see the difference between a and the indefinite article. The indefinite article defines non-specific singular nouns. Let's see an example. We saw a kite fly by. It's a singular noun and talks about a non-specific kite. An owl can turn its head up to 270. We're using a singular noun and refers to any owl. We're not talking about a particular or a specific owl. Okay. A, we use it with the noun to begin with a consonant, as I told you before. Sound, a person, a car, a jam, ukulele, uniform, a U.S. Army. These words begin with the vowel sound U. Okay? And is used with nouns that begin with the vowel sound. An epic, an arc, an order, an honor, an SOS, and heirloom. What you might be wondering why I say an SOS. Because if you listened, you have vowel-like sound. S. We start saying it with the vowel. SOS. Right? Join and with countable units to define known counts nouns. We do not say he stole a money from me. It's a countable unit. He stole a bag of money from me. We need to use a countable unit or whatever we're talking about.